I feel I'm not here.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 RuPaul's Drag Race moments that made us ugly cry.
So you gotta stay strong, and you gotta rely on your
For this list, we're looking at all the times this reality competition show made us absolutely bawl our eyes out. Which of these gave you all the feels? Let us know down below. Number 10. Jasmine Kennedy comes out. This may not be the first time a Drag Race queen has come out as transgender on the show, but it is arguably the most emotional.
I didn't think I was gonna talk about this.
The season 14 queens have an untucked chat about transitioning, and Jasmine takes the opportunity to open up. Her fellow contestants are all gathered around her while she sobs and shares her identity with us.
I definitely do feel that I am trans.
Jasmine vents about the show's impact on her journey and the inspiration she finds in Carrie Colby. It's hard not to tear up too when you see just how much love and support the other queens give her.
When you know what you need, go and get that. You owe it to yourself to be happy.
Number 9. Detox in the crying game. The mini challenge for this week tested the acting skills of the competitors.
Separate rooms on our second honeymoon.
RuPaul tasked the queens with making up sob stories while trying to deliver their best performance. However, it was not so simple for Detox.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm having a hard time with this challenge.
The game resurfaced some difficult memories of trauma she had experienced only a couple of years earlier.
I lost my boyfriend 2 years ago.
Everyone's fictional tales of lost love brought up some very real emotions for her. Grief is such a terrible thing to deal with, and it can show up at the most unexpected times. Luckily, it is a little easier when you have amazing sisters like Roxy by your side.
I just want you to know that I always will love you, okay?
Number 8. Charlie Hides talks about the AIDS crisis. With the outstanding progress we've made since the epidemic, it can be easy to forget just how devastating it was for those who were there.
I came out just before AIDS became known, so none of my friends were playing safe. I buried all my best friends, most of my best friends.
Charlie shares the terrifying reality of what it was like to be gay during the crisis. Their story is heartbreaking just to hear, so we can only imagine how difficult it must have been to live through.
Society was telling them they are not good enough.
Moments like this remind us why it's so important that younger members of the LGBTQ+ community have the opportunity to listen to the experiences of their elders.
My makeup is gonna be ruined on the runway. Do a smoky eye, girl.
Number 7. Trinity and Cynthia talk about Pulse nightclub. Not long before season 9 was filmed, a tragedy occurred at the Pulse nightclub in Orlando, Florida.
I entertained there literally the week before on their Latin night, because that happened on their Latin night. So it's scary to think that literally could have been me.
The two performers talk about the close connections they have to the club. They were both fortunate enough to have not been there when it happened, but knew many people who experienced the devastating incident.
I miss you so much, and he was one of my first dancers 10 years ago when I started doing drag.
It was a terrible tragedy that will always be remembered. And while it may be a difficult topic, it is still a crucial discussion for the queens to have for many reasons. Chief among them is the important point about not living in fear, and how the drag community helps keep them strong, even in times of peril.
We can't move backwards. We need to stay strong.
Number 6. Blair shares her story. After some judges' critiques about her being too sweet, Blair St. Clair opens up about her experience with assault.
I urge to find daintiness because I feel dirty at times.
She explains how the occurrence has shaped her self-perception and affected the way she presents herself. Something like this can be very frightening to open up about, so we can only imagine how it felt to share it with the whole world.
I've tried to turn positive the best I can.
Blair's story is unfortunately something that a lot of people can relate to. Needless to say, it was very brave of her to speak about it, and now so many others can know that they're not alone.
Blair, are you okay? All right.
Number 5. The Rujubee lip sync. After landing in the bottom for the Dynamic Drag Duos Challenge, Team Rujubee delivered what might be the saddest lip sync to hit the main stage.
Somebody said you got a new friend.
This is a pair of friends that is truly inseparable. They sob and hold each other, not wanting to have to face the rest of the competition without the other.
I'm in the corner, watching you kiss her. Oh.
Jujubee takes it especially hard and has difficulty keeping her composure. Her amazing bestie Raven consoles her and helps her calm down. The performance left Mama Ru with a very tough decision to make. With this, Team Rujubi had us believing that, contrary to popular belief, this may actually be RuPaul's best friend race.
I keep dancing on my own.
Number 4. Alyssa Edwards Makeover Challenge. In this season, contestants were tasked with giving members of their family a drag transformation. Alyssa is partnered with her sister, and the two reunite almost exactly a year after their mother's passing.
Mom would have loved to do this. She would have.
Yeah.
This forces Alyssa to finally confront her emotions and results in her realizing that grief is not something that one can run or hide from. The siblings' time together on the show is filled with tears and so much love.
I'm glad we're together because it's a sensitive time for us.
But thank you for coming.
It's very bittersweet, but still just as heartening to see them get the chance to support each other right in front of the entire world.
You are what you are because of her.
Yeah.
Number 3. Ongina shares her story. The Maxi Challenge in this episode centered around the Mac Viva Glam charity, with the queens filming their own screen test for the brand. Ongina dazzled the judges with her upbeat and celebratory outlook.
I'm a Mac Viva Glam woman because, like you and many others, I care.
Upon winning the challenge, she completely breaks down crying, leaving her fellow contestants and the judges puzzled. She explains why this win is just so meaningful to her and bravely shares her status with the others.
I've been living with HIV for the last 2 years of my life, and this means so much to me.
This made her the first queen in Drag Race history to do so. Although many great medical advancements have been made, living with HIV can involve many challenges. Ongina serves as an inspiration to all those in the same boat.
Ongina, you're an inspiration.
Thank you.
You're a survivor. And baby, you are still in the race.
Thank you.
Number 2. Chi DeVayne's tribute. In the summer of 2020, the drag community lost one of its beloved sisters.
A beacon of love, talent, and Louisiana glamour. The dazzling Chi DeVayne.
Her memory was honored at the season 13 finale, where many Drag Race veterans gave their messages of love and remembrance. Chi DeVayne was an incredible performer who made the most of the little she had.
She was a show-stopping, and I mean a show-stopping performer.
While she is dearly missed, we can at least hold on to the wonderful memories of her exceptional talent. Who could forget that stunning "and I am telling you I'm not going" lip sync? It was incredible to see all these people come together to celebrate her. Times like this remind us just how much of drag is about building a loving community.
Hey, I'm on Chi forever.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Katya and Miss Fame's Heart to Heart. The duo share their feelings about the challenges of sobriety.
You are love. You are loved.
Monica Beverly Hills comes out. Her truth is tearfully spoken on the main stage.
I'm not just a drag queen. I'm a transgendered woman.
Sasha, Valentina, and Shay have a heartfelt discussion. The girls take a moment to get real about struggling with body image.
Sometimes people don't understand that though we come across as these really strong, beautiful creatures, that sometimes we're really struggling on the inside.
Willow Pill's cystinosis. Our season 14 champ opens up about the difficulties of life with chronic illness and pain.
It's supposed to be in like my prime, and I feel like my body is like disintegrating.
Sasha Colby's Tic Tac Chit Chat. This queen shows her vulnerable side and speaks with Rue and Michelle about her father's passing.
That was the hardest thing I've ever had to deal with.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Roxy Andrews' backstory. Many of the competitors on Drag Race have shared sad stories about their family life, but this one is exceptionally tough to hear.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
Although this moment has become a bit of a running joke in the fandom, it's still one truly heartbreaking tale. After an intense lip sync against Alyssa Edwards, Roxy gets emotional and opens up on the main stage about her childhood.
I just feel like my mom never wanted me, and
My mother left my sister and myself at a bus stop when I was 3.
Tears well in everyone's eyes as they listen to her story. The response from the queens and the judges is an important reminder that sometimes your chosen family are the ones who are really there for you.
I love you.
I love you.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.